Another ghost story. This one speaks to the Headless Grandfather from Georgia. It's about a Mr. Grover C., an untutored man who owed his success solely to his own willpower and insatiable curiosity that served to educate him in the ways of the world. He was born just before the turn of the century in rural North Carolina and married at the age of 19. But unfortunately, his wife and child died in childbirth. A year later, he married a lady from Georgia, and a daughter was born. And he and his brother bought a store, which did well. At the time of the Hoover Panic, they sold the store, and he bought a farm in Harris County. However, his daughter died. Mr. C and wife moved back to Columbus and once again went into the grocery business, at which time he fathered an illegitimate daughter, which ended up being a family of 9 children. After the death of another child, he had a mental breakdown, which took a very long time to recover from. After recovering, he started to deal in real estate, and was so successful he dispensed with the store. He left his wife for a woman next door, developed a bad drinking habit, and the woman left him for another. At the age of 60, he then met another woman, Madeline, a nurse, who beat him, and he died at the age of 70. It is thought as a result of these beatings, or at least maybe was poisoned by the nurse while in the hospital. After his death, a will was found, but there was little money left, as Mr. C had built houses for many children. There were 2 envelopes left that were not to be opened until after his death, but both mysteriously disappeared. It is thought that Madeline had taken them. About 1 year after his death, a bricklayer working in one of the houses that Mr. C had built suddenly stopped working and reported that he had seen Mr. C. He described a white light with half a figure wearing white pants, but due to the bowed legs, he swore it was Mr. C. The son had his own experience a little later in his own bedroom, when he saw what he thought was an apparition of his father, a figure which was wearing a white shirt, dark pants, but had no head. The spirit took 3 steps backwards and disappeared. His wife did not believe the story and forbid that it be spoken of in the house, until one night while sleeping they were both aroused by footsteps in the hall. The house was searched, but no intruder was found. They both decided that it was the ghost of Grover visiting them, but they could not reason why. The apparition was also seen in the houses that he had built for his other children as well. A perfume smell started to be noticed in a few of the houses, with some commented that it was more like an aftershave lotion. Evidently, Grover was far from finished with this life, and judging from the lively existence he had led prior to his death, he had a lot of energy left. However, when they published his manuscript of Bible quotes, the ghostly sightings and smells stopped. Another wonder of ghosts.